What it do, what it is, what it be. This is your boy Trent coming at you again on Talk To Me podcast, where we keep it 100 with everything that is popping. Let's get into it. So, man, this news just came across my phone, man, and it shocked me, man. So, Terrence Howard plans to retire. He said he's done. He says he's out of here. He says he's given the very best as an actor, and this I believe when I read it was coming across from Entertainment Tonight. They did a exclusive interview with him doing a red carpet appearance, because if you don't know, they're doing a final chapter of The Best Man. If you don't know The Best Man, listen, I suggest you don't watch this until you go back and you watch the other installments. Don't watch Best Man the final chapter if you haven't seen it from the beginning, man. You fake watching. But no, they're doing the red carpet appearance. And if you don't know, it's going to be premiering on the Peacock series. And so Terrence Howard, I believe he's like 53 years old, man. And so he begins to talk about, man, how he's done. And that, he feels like he's given the best that he can do. So he's been filming this Best Man the final chapter, which, by the way, will be streaming on December 22nd on Peacock. So make sure you watch that. I can't wait for it. I'm going to be the main one with the popcorn, me and my wife glued to the television. But he says this, man. He says, this is the end for me. This is the end for me. I don't know if it's the end for the rest of them. I retired 2 years ago. For the most part, I was done. I asked Sidney Poitier 10 years ago, does he want to do any more work? And he said, why should I spend my last 10 years doing an impersonation of myself? And that's what I've gotten to. He continues to say, I've gotten to the point where now I've given the very best that I have as an actor. Now I am enjoying watching other new talent come around, and I don't want to do an impersonation of myself. And then he went even forward and doubled down on what he was saying, and he said, that there was some better actors out there than him that could do things that he never was able to do. And so he wants to applaud them and take the time out to applaud them. And he's excited to see what they're able to do. Man, if you don't know Terrence Howard, man, his list of accomplishments is far and long, man. I remember back in 2006, man, I used to watch Hustle and Flow, man, and he won an Oscar off of that. And then a lot of y'all don't know, but I remember watching when I was young, the Jacksons, The American Dream. Guess who was in that? Terrence Howard. Guess who made his debut in that? Terrence Howard. That was his very first gig, I believe, with the Jacksons. He played Jackie Jackson in The American Dream. And then he went on and played in All My Children. He played in Who's the Man, Dead Presidents, Four Brothers, man. And then, of course, you can't forget the recent accomplishment of Empire, man, playing Lucius Lion on Empire. So, and not only just that, man, he made his rounds in the Marvel universe and Iron Man, man, and in the Iron Man franchise. So look, man, he has done a lot, man, in his life, and I can understand where now at 52 he's looking back like, man, do I want to continue to just continue to act on someone else's impersonation of who they believe I am for the rest of my life? Or am I going to take my life in my own hands and enjoy it? And so I feel like, you know what? Applaud to Terrence Howard, man. I mean, he's my top 5 favorite actor. And I love the fact that, he's taking control of his life, and he's saying, you know what? I've broke records, I've seen, and now it's time for me to pass down the reins and enjoy it from another perspective. So I enjoy that, man. I enjoy that. But he also went and continued to talk about the roles that he wanted to continue to see in black men, right? And one of the things that he mentioned was that He wants to see black men in Hollywood have more prominent roles in the movies and not be seen as weak men. Now, Lord have mercy. Let me take a sip of my water real quick. All right, let's get into it. So, listen, I agree. I 100% agree. Matter of fact, I remember, I believe it was Cat Williams, man. Cat Williams, honestly, man, I feel like they're trying to shut up Cat Williams. I feel like they're trying to shut up Dave Chappelle, man. They're trying to shut up all these dudes that's speaking out, man, and trying to make them, paint them as crazy. They ain't crazy. They know exactly what they're talking about. I've been seeing a trend when it comes to men in Hollywood and how men is being portrayed. A lot of times in these commercials, men are being portrayed as feminine, as weak, as, sorry. Back in the days, man, men used to be men and portrayed as men, strong leaders, right? Today is not the case. And I don't want anyone to take this wrong, but it seems like to me today, the woman when it comes to shows and movies is seen more stronger than the men. And I have an issue with that. And I'm not coming against ladies. Ladies, I love you. I believe, ladies are strong. They are independent. I believe that. I stand behind that 110%. That's not where the problem resides. The problem resides for me is when men are being portrayed opposite than what we really are, right? And men are not, and I think, who said it? Gosh, I want to quote him, but then I can't remember his name. I remember Cat Williams. Yeah, Cat Williams was talking about it, and he was talking about how, man, you're not about to, how in Hollywood, they like to put men in dresses. They like to put men in dresses, man. And matter of fact, the actor, what's his name? He played Steve Urkel on Family Matters. He did an interview, and he was talking about how they came and they proposed for him to be in a dress, right? And he ended up doing it, and it messed with him mentally. He was like, man, I'm wearing a dress, right? And, his dad ended up coming out and saying, look, you will never do that again. He is never going to be in another dress. And if that's a problem for you, then we'll leave. Because because once again, even who else was in a dress? Kevin Hart dress. Let's see. Tyler Perry dress, right? And so I feel like there is a point to where as men, right? As men, if we're strong in that, and if we're leaders, you got to draw the line, bro. You got to draw the line, and you got to be about your business. I don't feel like you have to sell your soul for $1. Matter of fact, doesn't the Bible say that the love of money is the root of all evil? Doesn't say that money itself is evil. It says the love of money. If money drives you to do things, perform things, say things, and act in ways that you yourself don't agree with, man, that's a problem. That's the problem, because that means you have no boundaries. You have no set walls that you say, I'm not going to cross this, and that you're game for anything and everything. And one thing that I've learned is a person that can't stand for anything will fall for anything. I say again, a person who can't stand for anything will fall for anything. So I fully believe, man, in this world, man, people really are out there and they believe that they can buy your soul. I fully believe that there are people out there in Hollywood that, hey, they'll throw a quick buck at you and expect you to do whatever they want, how they want, when they want, at their every beck and call. So, but you know what? I know I'm talking to some real men out there, man. For real. I know I'm talking to some real men out there. And, we live in a day and age where the masculinity of the man is being attacked. And you know what? I refuse to let that be the story for me. I refuse to let that be the story for my family. I'm going to continue to raise the alarm, because Hollywood wants you to make it, is going to continue to expose it to make you feel like it's normal when it's not normal. So now all of a sudden, these things that back in the day was a red flag and wasn't going for, now it's not a big red flag no more. And it's just, it numbs us because we see it so much, we hear it so much, and we're just like, okay, well, hey, it's just funny, right? But not really realizing what's really behind the scenes, what's really going on. And so I applaud, man, Terrence Howard for coming out, man, and saying what he's saying, doing what he's doing, man. And he ain't the only one. There's countless of other people over the past couple of years that have called Hollywood out over their BS. And the only reason why they continue to do what they do is because we continue to support it. We make excuses for it, and we support it as long as they entertain us. Period. That's it. But I want to know how you feel about it, man. How you feel about everything. How you feel about Terrence Howard calling it quits. How you feel about this whole attack on the masculinity of the man. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Put it down in the comments. Listen, if you're listening on YouTube, thank you for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. It helps me out. Spotify, thank you for tuning in. Continue to follow us on All Things New and Anchor FM. Thank you for all my Anchor FM listeners. I really appreciate it. That's all that I have. Have a blessed day. I'm out of here. Peace.